Forehand. Ah.
When dealing with teaching tennis, you gotta demonstrate, you gotta let them do it, and you gotta do the real deal. You gotta do real playing. You wanna make a tennis player, they gotta be able to do it in a drill, they gotta know what they're trying to do, you gotta explain it, you gotta show it to them, you gotta verbalize, you gotta see how they like to learn, and then they gotta go and do it. Let him drop and hit himself, then I drop and hit for him. And we're working on hitting a deep topspin backhand from position further behind the baseline than normal. I gotta show him what it looks like. Trying to add more body weight into the shot, adding more hips, more torso. But my player likes a physical demonstration. I show it to him and he's fine. I explain it, but I also show it to him and then I let him try to do it and I give him tips on what he's doing wrong. Biggest problem is he's not engaging his whole body into his shot. And so we talk about turning your hips to the shot and really striking the ball and aiming high over net because we're so far behind the court. Regardless, whatever stroke you teach, you gotta explain to them, you gotta have them try and do it, then you gotta demonstrate to them. And when you demonstrate, you can either physically guide them, you can talk them through it, or you can show them. You gotta figure out what works best for them. For me, I like to see it, and then I like the explanation of it. Like, what are you trying to do? Where's the preparation? Where's the contact point? Where's the follow through? What grip am I using? And those are the things I talk about. I talk about the grip, talk about the contact point, talk about the follow through. Focusing in that they still have balance. These are all elements in teaching a stroke, because the hardest thing about teaching tennis is getting your student to try and do something within a 1 hour time frame. So normally I dedicate 20 minutes to showing a shot, and then we work on patterns and using the shot in match play, like when to use it and how to use it. I like a lot of these drop-in hits where I'm close to the player, and I like variety. I never thought about it, but if you just do one side all the time, they might get actually tired. Their arms get tired. And the real application, right? You're gonna hit a cross-court backhand deep, and then you eventually want to hit forehands. You always want to hit forehands, and so you talk about that shot, and you show it to them. On the live ball hitting, it's always gonna be hard also because I'm farther away, and for me to precisely place the ball where I want it. Remind him, like, I don't want him to slice. Remind him a shot they're trying to work on. Work on the height of the ball. And it's frustrating because it's difficult. Because now it's more of a real ball. I'm farther away. This ball is no longer a perfectly placed ball. This is a real match play ball. And so you work on these things. And you do a couple drills and try to get them to hit the shot. And you work on height. And you try to demonstrate what you're trying to do to them. Keep the ball deep. We're trying to do a drill where you keep the ball beyond the service line. And so when we go to the points, you really got to focus on the things you're talking about, the elements you're talking about. But you need the live ball drill. And then I always like to follow the drill up with competition, because I think people play better in competition. And so you want to have that aspect. And we like to play this game. It's a simple game. You play cross court, but the ball has to be beyond the service line. And just keep trying to score. And you use the whole court for singles. And I try to always put the balls in the corners, and I try to do the same shots over and over again. That way they can expect it. I like to play one way, so you get to see the same shot, same pattern unfold. I'm playing against them, and we get these patterns coming out, I'm going high loop to his backhand. He goes to my backhand, I go back to his backhand, or I try to play his forehand, and we're trying to build confidence in the shot in a real match situation. So you take the down the line shot, but it's a hard shot to take, you know. Simple game. Start with cross-court backhand. Players on the backhand side. Start with a backhand. Ball must go beyond the service line, and just play the points out. Then you play the whole court. And you reiterate the zones to them, and you reiterate what you were talking about earlier about hitting a high loop from the backhand, working on incorporating the technique, and working on the coordinated shot into a match play situation. And that's the key. You want to take what you learn, you want to demonstrate to them, you want to explain it to them, and then do the real deal. Can they do it in a match play situation? Then later on, you do it in a group lesson.